The Realme GT7 Dream Edition is a collaboration between Realme and the Aston Martin Formula One team, aiming to deliver a smartphone that embodies speed, performance, and luxury. In combination with noteworthy specs, this device is positioned as a flagship killer at a more affordable cost. The question is, does it deserve the moniker? Let's get into it. Starting with design. The Realme GT7 Dream Edition features the iconic Aston Martin silver wing logo at the rear, created through a triple-layer engraving process. The device's rear went through a meticulous 5-layer paint process, giving us this Aston Martin racing green colorway, which definitely pops, like in person. I don't know if it's translating well in our B-rolls, but it definitely pops. We also get Formula One inspired racing lines in between the contoured lower portion of the back panel, providing both aesthetic appeal and a tactile 3D feel. And as symmetrical as the rear is, the stacked camera housing is still positioned on the top left with yellow accenting around the camera rings and the chamfered borders of the housing itself. The frame of the phone is made out of aluminum, which provides some sort of metallic resonance when tapping with our nails hard enough. Found at the top of the device is an IR blaster for using the GT7 as a smart remote, 1 out of 2 stereo speakers, and a noise-canceling mic for loudspeaker calls. We also get a very slim call earpiece embedded at the top bezel of the display that also acts as a front-facing pass-through for the speaker at the top. The left side is clean because both the volume rocker and thematically yellow accented power button are situated on the right side. At the bottom is the dual nano SIM card tray, primary mic for calls, a USB Type-C port for charging and wired data transfers, and the second stereo speaker. All in all, ergonomics feel great for a tall phone. The weight is on point at about 200 grams. Okay, I mean, it's there. If you're a big Aston Martin Formula One fan, it truly serves as a nice collector's item. It even comes with a race car-shaped SIM ejector tool, if you guys are into that. And we are overall pleased with the design and build of this device. For the display, the Realme GT7 is equipped with a 6.78-inch 1.5K LTPO AMOLED display. That's a maximum refresh rate of 120 Hz and a touch sampling rate of up to 2500 Hz. The panel itself is very color accurate, promising 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut, and with its Widevine Level 1 certification, we get support for Dolby Vision and HDR10+. It also gets a peak brightness of 6000 nits, ensuring visibility even under very hot sunny days. When it comes to media consumption, the high-res display looks great. No complaints here. Although, audio output can leave a bit more warranted. Realme, or Oppo, however you want to think about it, has really stepped up their game in the audio department for the GT7. The onboard stereo speakers can deliver very, very loud output, especially in the higher volumes, but its actual soundstage can seem a little flat, lacking clarity in the highs and the lows. And yes, I get it. Bass is barely evident on smartphones in the first place without a dedicated woofer. But compared to something like a Fruit Phone 11 Pro Max, the Realme GT7 Pro is definitely louder, but really feels like it lacks some sort of punch. For biometric security, users are treated to a quick and accurate optical in-display fingerprint scanner, and of course, face unlock. I, as usual, find the face unlocking method less secure, but both unlocking options recognizes faces and fingerprints very quickly. No issues here. Overall, the display is great. This is one of the good ones. Enough said. For optics, the Realme GT7 Dream Edition boasts a triple rear camera setup consisting of a 50-megapixel Sony IMX906 main sensor with optical image stabilization, a 50-megapixel Samsung telephoto lens, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide. The front camera is a 32 megapixel Sony IMX615 sensor, which is pretty neat. Jumping into some sample shots, at first glance, the images produced by the GT7 seem vibrant with a healthy dose of punchy contrast. Sharpness looks good for a smartphone camera, and we were quite impressed with how synchronized all the image processing is done when taking photos with either sensor at the rear or front. Of course, there is a dip in resolution, ergo sharpness and detail, when we actually switch from the main to telephoto or ultrawide. But it is as expected and only really noticeable when pixel peeping. For video, we can shoot at a max resolution of 8K at 30 frames per second with the main rear sensor, and 4K 60p with the telephoto, and 1080p at 30 frames per second for the ultrawide. The front-facing camera shoots at a max res of 4K at 60p as well, just like the telephoto camera. For software, we get Realme UI 6 based off Android 15 out of the box. And since we got the Realme GT7 Dream Edition to review, we got an Aston Martin themed user interface to match the exterior aesthetic. We did, however, opt to change the themed icons to the stock ones for better ease of use, and more inclined users can even just customize everything to their own preference. Speaking of preferences, I forgot that Realme UI was that Android skin that doesn't add shortcuts to launch apps with the side buttons, which I'm not a fan of. Instead, users have to make do by drawing the letter O to launch the camera, or V to turn on or off the flashlight while the screen is off. Which really isn't my thing, but I guess Realme users would be used to those shortcuts. GT mode, which can be found in the battery settings and is the more high performance mode we can set the phone to, also gets a new Aston Martin inspired animation. And there are also some AI gaming features through AI Gaming Coach to help some noobs get an edge, because I doubt serious mobile gamers would use these in PUBG or ML. Although parang may hackers naman din sa PUBG, I don't know. We also get air gestures baked into this device, which allow us to scroll through YouTube and other apps like Spotify and whatnot without actually touching the phone. Kinda gimmicky, but it's there if you're into that. Something else we found cool is in Realme Lab, which gives us the option to use the fingerprint scanner as a heart rate monitor. Let's check it out. For software support, we can assume that just like the Realme GT7 Pro and other markets, the Realme GT7 and GT7 Dream Editions will be receiving 3 major OS upgrades and 4 years of security patches, which isn't the longest out there, but it is nice to have either way. Running the GT7's operations is the MediaTek Dimensity 9400E. A 4nm chipset that gets 8 cores clocked up to 3.4 GHz and includes the Immortalis G720 MC12 GPU. Touted to go toe-to-toe with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processors, the Realme GT7 gave us some great benchmark scores. A little over 2.1 million points in Antutu, which is about 500,000 more points compared to its predecessor. This should be a clear indication that based on raw performance numbers alone, the flagship killer label might be a lot more deserved than we think. And they didn't skimp out on storage speeds either. When it came to real-world use, the Realme GT7 just flies. No problems in productivity tasks like web research and document editing and multitasking. Light and heavy gaming was also a non-issue on this device. For Mobile Legends, we have graphics cranked up to the max, and for Genshin Impact, it's set to high by default, which is fine by my standards. All I really did was up the frame rate to 60 frames per second, so no major issues with Genshin as well. Powering the Realme GT7 Dream Edition is a massive 7,000 mAh silicon carbon battery, which is thinner by 0.3mm compared to its predecessor. We also get a 120-watt SuperVOOC charging brick in the box, which allowed us to charge the device from 0 to 50% in just 15 minutes and 100% in 40 minutes. That's a 7,000 mAh battery, less than an hour from 0 to 100%. Wild. It's also worth noting that it also features smart bypass charging, which enables users to keep the GT7 plugged in during lengthy gaming sessions without having to worry about battery degradation. When it came to PCMark's Work 3.0 battery test, the Realme GT7 Dream Edition garnered a result of 22 hours and 50 minutes. It's not the strongest score we've seen, but it's definitely a clear indication for at least a whole day's use of battery life. For connectivity, the GT7 Dream Edition is equipped with a dedicated signal capture chip that improves signal reception by 40% compared to previous models. It also gets support for 5G, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, dual frequency GPS, and NFC. The device also features 360-degree NFC and an antenna array matrix for seamless wireless connectivity for hotel keycards and such. And yes, there is the aforementioned IR blaster at the top of the phone to use it again as a remote for those who are into that. Wrapping this review up, the Realme GT7 Dream Edition stands out as Realme's flagship smartphone that combines high-performance hardware, innovative features, and a design inspired by Formula One racing. Its collaboration with the Aston Martin Formula One team adds a touch of luxury and exclusivity, making it an attractive option for users seeking both style and substance from their smartphone. But let's not let the flashy design stir our impressions of this device, because it definitely has the raw performance to back up its flagship killing claim. At the time we recorded this video, we have yet to receive any word regarding local Philippine pricing on the Realme GT7 nor this Dream Edition one, but we'll be sure to pin it in the comment section below once this video is published. So, what do you guys think of the Realme GT7 Dream Edition? Would you cop the Dream Edition or just opt for the standard Realme GT7? Let us know in the comment section below. But if you found this video helpful, informative, educational, or a little fun, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit youtech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Once again, Miguel T, Realme GT7 Dream Edition. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.